Hey guys, it's me, Blanche. This is the calm before the storm. I'm about to give a presentation called The Flavors of the Levant for our local PBS station here at KQED in San Francisco. And right now we're just setting up. This is the sort of reception area. And we're gonna have food samples here and a book signing. But first we have to do a presentation with yours truly. So stay tuned so you can check out The Flavors of the Levant.
I want to start with the person who actually is the brainchild behind it and a lot of the creative development for this event, Blanche Araj Shaheen. Please welcome her to the stage. Thank you, Blanche, for joining me.
Thank you.
Welcome in. I'm so excited to talk about Flavors of the Levant. You have a rich history in the food journalism world, and your specialty is your own reflection of your background and culture.
Right.
Before we get into it, I do have a reel of some of your work, and then I'd love to kind of chat through about some of the things that you've accomplished. So if you all would watch, we have a small scissor reel of some of Blanche's work in the food world. Let's watch.
We're going to teach you how to make this dish called molokhia today.
Yeah.
Mom, there's actually a song that was dedicated to this dish. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
How did it go? Molokhia, 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 molokhia.
Hey, la molokhia.
Mom, there's actually a song that was dedicated to this dish. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
How did it go? Molokhia, 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 molokhia.
Hey, la molokhia.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I think I made it like too
That looks like a lady's hat. Like an old lady's hat.
old ladies. We make all kinds of hats.
Well,
yeah,
oh boy. What is that, Blush?
I didn't use enough water.
What is that?
I'm doing a hat collection, Mom.
This doesn't look like hummus.
Okay.
But if you say so. The curry. The curry killed it.
Oh, there is curry in here. What is
The
this?
curry killed it. This is not hummus.
This must stop immediately. This is crimes against humanity. It looks very nice. Do you notice how Arabs always say chicken?
Chicken, yeah.
You like chicken? We like chicken.
That's bomb.
So if you don't have a shawarma stand near your house, this is the next best thing.
Sorry.
Here, you want to eat this part?
But that's mostly ghee. It's kind of gross.
It's like
You
cereal.
just ate all the good. It's not cereal. Better than cereal.
Cookie dough cereal. You always have to clean up the rest, especially
Wonder if
since
you
there's
could
no egg.
make-
Right now I'm about to start my cooking class here in Menlo Park at Drager's Markets. And we are setting up, we got the crew here. What's up, crew? Hey, these guys are amazing. You guys liking the sahlab drink? Yes. Awesome. Awesome. And my mother and my brother are in the audience too. So.
I thought I saw some of those familiar faces there. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your work. So that was part of your YouTube series. Also, why you wanted this particular event to come here tonight to KQED.
Thank you. Well, Feast in the Middle East was really a brainchild of my mom's cooking. My mom is an incredible cook, and I knew she had something special because every time my friends would come over, they're like, "What are we eating today?" And they wouldn't leave, and they wanted to eat everything. And she literally sometimes would have standing ovations of people who would come, and I'm like, I've never witnessed anything like this before. But as I got older, I realized that we have a treasure trove of amazing recipes, and when I did a deep dive, I realized a lot of these recipes are thousands of years old, right? And so when they present Middle Eastern food in restaurants, it's very reductive. People don't understand the actual history, the stories that come from every dish. And I wanted to bring out the history in every dish so that people have a deeper understanding of what they're eating. And I also wanted to take down and meticulously, my mom never used measurements. So it was like a deep study of what she did to take down the measurements so that people can recreate this and keep the traditions going for generations to come.
So did she do what some mothers do and just make you kind of figure out what the measurements
Yeah,
were?
yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It was like, okay, so use a cup of this. I use a yogurt cup. I'm like, wait a second. We got to use a measuring cup. What do you mean? We need a real cup, or a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I had to really study her because I loved her particular flavors and I wanted to recreate them. And then what happened was, of course, I started creating my own flavor profiles. And I didn't want to take as long as my mother and my grandmother because I was very busy. So I thought, let me streamline a lot of these recipes for the modern day cook so it wouldn't take nearly as long, because we don't have that luxury of being able to spend 4 hours to make a dish, which is what they used to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then all of that kind of came into a collection for your cookbook.
Correct.
Which then you put together.
Yeah.
And it with the same title, Feast in the Middle East. And this is recipes from your mother and your grandmother, and that span back 100.
Some of the recipes are 2,000 years old, like literally passed down word of mouth from one generation to the other. It's really extraordinary. Yeah.
Okay, but what did you want to really kind of embody with this event and bring to the folks who are here today?
Yeah, well, I wanted them to feel the hospitality because that's what we are all about. I feel like our culture is usually presented in the one-dimensional realm of suffering and war, and I wanted to present an alternative that we are a hospitable, warm people. We like to celebrate like everybody else, and our celebration and our identity is mainly through food and feeding people till they're so stuffed they can't breathe. That's just how we operate, you know,
so nice.
and I want them to feel that love and that warmth and really understand the next time they go to a Middle Eastern restaurant, I want them to be able to understand the nuance. Oh, they use this spice because of this. Oh, these herbs because of that. And really understand the deep dive history behind these dishes to gain a deeper appreciation. Because right now, hummus is $1 billion industry, but people don't really know where hummus came from. And now in Costco, you're getting niche items like kibbeh and katayef. And these are things that I never dreamed would end up in Costco, of all places. And so that's why my mom and I do food reviews, is because we want to teach people this is what you look for when you buy such items too. This is how you know quality, because you don't just want to buy anything and assume it's Middle Eastern. You really want to taste the nuances and the flavors and the textures and gain a deeper understanding of the cuisine.
So that's what everyone was witnessing, was a hummus taste test.
It was a hummus taste test.
Okay.
It wasn't ours.
All
Just
right.
want to let you all know. No, I do include recipes for how to make it, but sometimes we do a roundup. This is what za'atar should taste like. This is what hummus should taste like. So we're just really trying to educate people on what to look for so they have a refined palate as well. Yeah.
So when I first saw your work, it was through NBC Live. I don't know if anybody has seen some of Blanche's work. Excuse me. You are an Emmy-winning journalist. You've done NBC Live, and also I thought that one of the interesting things that ties back into what you just mentioned about these foods that are now becoming more part of our lexicon, part of our daily lives, is that you were one of the first Arab Americans to become an entertainment and lifestyle reporter in the United States.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yes. You know, in our culture, as in a lot of Asian cultures, we'll see this in East Asia, South Asia, the emphasis is to become a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, that type of thing. I always wanted to be a journalist. And then I entered the world of food. And like you said, like your blood pressure goes down several notches. The news is in our face constantly. It's not like it's gone, but it's great to be able to educate people about cuisine as well. And that is another true passion of mine. I feel like I could blend my journalism background and my culinary background into one and really offer something unique for people.